Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco.
I'm Chris.
Today is Wednesday. Yet again, we're here to talk about the new comics of the week, at least the ones that we picked up. So, we have lots of good things to show you. First off, we're going to show you that we have some awesome comics that we are giving away at 800 subscribers.
Giving away some awesome comics.
That sweet Carnage cover. Second cameo of Eddie Brock. The preview of SpiderMan 2099.
Bang.
And then also, calm down. A facsimile of Ultimate Fallout 4.
I'm trying to put them all on screen.
Oh, well, there they are. Anyway, at 800 subscribers, which we're not far from.
We're starting to do other giveaways.
I'm.
Sooner or later, we're going to be at 10,000 and I got to give away my hat.
Yeah. What are you doing, girl? Calm down. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about some comics. We're going to start with Marvel. It's a pretty heavy week. So
that's the wrong pile.
Yeah, I know. I'm grabbing. I was trying to. So that's all the Marvel and like Star Wars and stuff, and then there's my indies and a little bit of DC. So bunch of books to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, starting with She-Hulk number 2, which again another gorgeous cover.
I think my favorite part about this series might be its covers so far.
Its covers have been pretty good. I enjoyed this this issue.
Good, yeah.
I think it's. And because
building up to something.
Yeah, Shay was talking to me about it because he read it before I did, and he said he wasn't really digging it, and it might be a little slow, but I think it's still good. It's just not a lot of action necessarily, so
yeah,
might not be for everyone. There is quite a bit of dialogue. Now Waffles is freaking out. Calm down, boy. Calm down. But anyway. So I picked up, the A cover because the A cover's been great. But check out this awesome Nakayama, XWing, which I haven't really cared too much about the XWing. I'm not like collecting them all or anything. But sometimes they're just really, really good. And I am a big fan of Nakayama.
Got the Gambit and Rogue one.
Yeah, those were both pretty good. I think the Gambit was really good. I think the Rogue was fine.
One other one. Oreo's doing
What is
something.
she doing?
I don't know.
Anyway, up next we have Moon Knight number 9, which is an awesome, I don't know if I would call it an homage, but a reference to MC Escher's drawing. Yeah.
That's what you say esque after it's like an artist.
Yeah. Well, anyway. But I do love these type of covers that incorporate like the names and barcodes into it, so you can see.
Where's the barcode on that one?
That's right. Well,
I can't see it. Your hand's in front of my face. There we go.
Right there. But anyway, so yeah, it's fun. And then you got your writer details and stuff right down there.
Moon Knight on there twice.
Yeah, it does. Huh?
3 times.
Oh yeah, a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, super fun cover.
No, it doesn't.
Super fun cover and super fun read as always. Jed McKay is killing it. I think this issue was pretty interesting, despite it being not my favorite. A little bit of a setting things up issue, but it was pretty cool. I really liked it. I mean, this series has been great as always. And I feel like this series has a good track record for kind of setting up something you think is going to happen and then kind of averting your expectations. And this issue's none the wiser waffles.
Even in the beginning when it was he's gonna kill these vampires, and he hires one of the vampires.
So yeah, I've been really liking this series, and I think again there's a villain, and without spoiling anything, there's a villain introduced. And then it's not handled at all how I would have predicted. Yeah. So,
Apparently it's an old Doctor Strange villain as well.
Yeah.
Oh
Dogs are freaking out
What's going on?
They are being so needy.
They're being jealous of the camera.
Anyway, up next we have Avengers Forever number 3.
I read it.
I didn't read, yeah.
Another good addition to Avengers Forever. We get to see this weird world's version of the Avengers that aren't called the Avengers yet. It's got some funky...
Are they the Hope Avengers?
The Hope Avengers. They actually don't say Hope once.
Oh, wow. Anyway, I read the first issue and it was a struggle for me. But I may go back and reread the whole series once it's complete or something.
You should read maybe even just Avengers 50.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean... Literally, I think the biggest part
was... right there. You can read
the biggest part was the word hope like 700 times in the book.
That's a good spot.
But anyway, moving on to some more Jed MacKay goodness. We have Strange #1. Now I had to grab... They're freaking out today. Anyway, I had to grab the beautiful art germ variant. There is another variant, and I can't remember who the artist is, but I was kind of tempted to get that one too. It's very purple. But yeah, that one was a really sweet cover as well. And the 1 in 25 looks really good. But I think the art germ is clearly the winner. I think there is a virgin variant, and maybe it's like a 1 in 100 or something as well. Pretty solid start, though. Follows up right after Death of Doctor Strange, which was a great series.
Kind of shows how both her and Wong are getting over the death of Doctor Strange.
Not great. Slight spoiler.
Yeah.
They're not
Honestly,
handling
Bats
it too
is
well.
taking it the best.
Yeah, probably. But I thought it was super cool. I like...
Wait, he's a ghost. Can't he just visit him?
I don't know.
Ghosts work. I don't know how dead people work in Marvel.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do all sorts of things.
But yeah, I thought it was super nifty, and I definitely am interested. I don't know if this is a miniseries or how this is going to work. Now, with it being just titled Strange, they could eventually, like, if they ever wanted to, like, bring in Doctor Strange again.
Yeah.
It could just continue going on with him, or yeah, I don't know. But
not like a huge spoiler, but they introduced Doom really early on in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's going to be a looming threat.
Yeah, there's a funny bit of dialogue, because Doom and Clea? Is it Clea?
Clea? I'm going to say Clea.
Clea. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to say it. But they have a conversation, and then Doom leaves
like,
angry.
I'm obviously the Sorcerer Supreme. Come on.
But anyway, and then so after that, Wong shows up, and Clea's like, yeah, Doom's going to be a problem. And Wong goes, really? Dr. Doom's going to be a problem. Like, who would I guess? I really like that one. But anyway, great series. I read everything, Jed MacKay's doing on, really. Other than Magic the Gathering. But anyway, moving on to some Devil's Reign stuff. We have, what is this, X-Men?
X-Men, yeah.
#2. I picked up, I think this is the B cover, I think. Yeah, because the other one had like a big headshot of Emma. Which,
things are starting to make a little more sense in this one.
A little bit. One. It still seems kind of weird, but I'm enjoying
I don't know why
it.
They're fighting on the cover. They don't fight in the book.
Yeah. Well, there's
a bit of a lie.
Covers do though. There's another good cover that's a good example of covers lying. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
There's another one here.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
We'll get to it. More Devil's Reign stuff. We have SpiderMan, which this one was fun.
Yeah.
Who was writing this? I don't remember. Piper. I don't know Piper. Anyway, yeah, I don't know too much about like what's going on with Ben Reilly and everything. I'm not reading the current Spider-Man run.
Yeah, I don't know who a lot of the side characters are.
I feel like both of these have been pretty inconsequential. This one and the X-Men story have been inconsequential to the whole thing.
But maybe not inconsequential to Spider-Man fans.
Yeah. So if you're reading
it probably fills in some holes.
If you're just interested in Devil's Reign, you could probably pass on these if you weren't super, into getting all the details and lore and everything. Unlike, I think this is going to be. Well, first of all, it's just really good. So I picked up the B cover on this one.
Woman Without Fear is really good.
Yeah,
is it limited? How many is there supposed to be?
I think this is a 5-part.
5-part?
So yeah, this is Daredevil, Woman Without Fear #2, right? #3. I'm sorry, #3. But yeah, this beautiful Carnero cover, right? Yeah, love that thing. The A cover was good too, but I had to get this one. But yeah, I mean,
I've been loving like a lot of the Stormbreakers covers.
The story in this thing is great, and I think the ending in particular was super exciting. There's two things that happen at the end that I think are pretty exciting. Yeah. So, and I do believe this will definitely tie a lot more into what's going on with Devil's Reign. I think it has more impact. So, if you are just reading Devil's Reign and want kind of the key elements, I think that's a pretty important book. Here's the other lie cover.
Oh yeah, the other lie cover.
So we have Captain America, Iron Man, which they shrunk. Where is that? They shrunk the logo. It's still pretty big, but it's not quite as big as it has been. #4. I'm kind of on this series. Like, it's been fine. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I like it. That's about
the next cover is really good. I mean, this one's pretty good too, but
yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
A nice, Alex Ross doing some sweet covers as always.
Probably draws Captain America and Iron Man.
But anyway, this fight doesn't happen. If you read the last issue, you knew this wasn't going to happen either. But
yeah,
it is what it is. It's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. I don't love it.
It's a fun story, and I like where it's going.
Now,
it doesn't tie into anything else.
Moving on to some cover buys, just a couple Marvel cover buys. We did pick up another XWing, which is the Jubilee cover, despite having to, unfortunately, buy a Fantastic Four book. That's my worst thing about these books, is I wish they were like Virgins or if this was on an X-Men book or something, but just having that Fantastic Four title or whatever it is, the Hulk title, the She-Hulk title, like, I think it just kind of ruins the cover because it doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? It doesn't match up at all. Yeah. And I get it's not the first time they've done it, but I hate it every time they do it. So it's beautiful art, consistent. Though. Beautiful art. Really like that one. I think that is maybe the best X-Gwyn cover that's come out so far. Which is why I had to get X-Gwyn? That is what they're called.
They were called?
Yes. It is even on the cover. Yeah. And I do the orders for them, so I know how to call them.
I did not.
Then this one, I went ahead and bought. I'm a little disappointed in. We have the second printing of Death of Doctor Strange Bloodstone, and they pretty much just stole the 1 in 10 cover. I am pretty sure Lyra Bloodstone wasn't on, because it says it on there now. I don't think that was...
Throw it up there real quick.
Whatever, it's fine. I'm not going to do the work. Anyway,
every time I try to get you to do more work, you're just like, nah.
Yeah, I don't think it was on there, and then they color swapped the title. And I'm not a big fan of that because, like, it takes away... Like, Ratio should feel a little special. And I'm not a big fan of them taking... Like, they also reprinted Hulk #3, except for parts of... Like, most of the cover was black and white. Yeah. Not a big fan of that either.
What was the other one?
There was something... Strange Academy 14. Oh, yeah. It wasn't black and white, but I think the original cover's green, and then they changed it to, like, kind of reddish. Yeah. Not a fan of that. It's okay. And especially, like, you go from, like, green to red or mostly black and white. It's like, at least that, though. I feel like that's better than this because that's still a significant difference. And then just color swapping the title, I think, is kind of weak. That being said, but also, like I said, it diminishes the specialty of a Ratio variant. And, I think Ratio variant should be special. That's kind of their whole purpose. Now, granted, I'm not talking about, I know there's like I think there's a facsimile anyway, or there's a reprint or something of the Ultimate Fallout 4, 1 in 25 and stuff like that. I know that's super expensive and, okay, yeah, maybe reprint a book like that, but like this book just came out a month ago or whatever it was. And why are you going ahead and basically reprinting a 1 in 10? Kind of weak, in my opinion. But I'm pretty invested in the character, so I picked it up anyway. So, we have, what's it, number 15? High Republic number 15, an homage to the first cover, but with Starlight Beacon exploding.
Exploding.
Man, this series, and also this is the final issue for this part of the series. It does say at the end that it will continue in High Republic Quest of the Jedi, coming out, did it say, in the fall. So, I think it's pretty awesome. I thought it was a great issue. Definitely, like, took a darker turn in this one. And I'm really excited to see where they go from here.
As someone who's not reading High Republic, I wonder if at some point they'll, like, try and match up the High Republic and, like, where we see the Republic at, like, episode 1,
That's hundreds of years.
I know it's hundreds of years. I just want to... They can do some time jumps.
I mean, at that point, when you skip 100 years, and then another 100 years, and another 100 years, like, I don't know. I see what you're saying, but...
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I don't think that's...
It's not the first time Star Wars has been like, hey, this is 100 years in the future.
I don't think that's something
how it matches up.
We'll see for a while. I don't remember the exact timeline, but actually, it might say here. Well, it shows a timeline, but it does not say years, so not.
It does.
Where?
Oh wait, no.
Look at all those years on there. Anyway,
Anyways.
Regardless, really solid book. I really enjoyed the series. Literally, I mean, it took a little while. I mean, I enjoyed the beginning to a degree. The bad guy sucked. The Dringir was a terrible villain. And it was kind of draining. But literally, the next issue, as soon as they're gone, it's been nothing but an amazing story. I've really been enjoying it. And then another little High Republic thing. It's a miniseries, Eye of the Storm, number 2, I think. And I'm saving this one. I don't know. I might read them all at once because it's just a 5-issue miniseries. I might get around to reading it. Who knows? Did not do it this time, though. Went ahead and grabbed. They're calling this. It is the second printing, but they're calling it the Beskar edition, I think, for this Mando cover. So it's
a little like silvery.
First Mando cover being a second printing. Whatever. I picked up the first and picked up that one. And then we also have the first printing here of first IG-11 and
first Blurg, as far as we know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, I presume it's first Blurg, but I can't be sure.
And first Quill.
Yeah, definitely first Quill and IG-11 though. And then I don't even know what book it is. Star Wars 21. And then there was a few books. I think
you can find first Blurg. Tell us in the comments.
There might only be 2 or 3 books that I didn't get around to reading, other than, like I said, I didn't do Eye of the Storm. But anyway, so like Aliens number 10.
My favorite number.
Number 10 I did not get to read because there's a lot to read. We did the flea market this weekend, and so I had less time than normal to read my books. And anyway, I've really been enjoying this series, but I did not get around to reading this one. It was just one that I missed. I am very excited, and Chris needs to read it. He is a fake fan. He's like, oh, I'm like Predators and Aliens and blah, blah, blah. But he hasn't read this new Alien series that's been great.
I have read like up to like 5 or 6.
Well, then read it all. I have it all. Anyway, moving on to DC, we have The Return of Nice House on the Lake, number 7.
I didn't think I read that far.
After a good break, we are finally back, and the series, as always, continues to be strong. Yeah, I always like these covers. Some might say
too many.
Nah, maybe not.
Just enough rats?
Just enough rats. Anyway, I highly recommend Nice House on the Lake. It's a good, creepy, weird. I don't really want to call it like a horror story. It's just strange and
spooky.
Not spooky. Not spooky.
I would say spooky's a good, like, it's not scary, but it's like
no. Spooky makes it sound like a ghost. It's more just like unnerving, I guess, is probably the best way.
Spooky and unnerving are synonymous.
No, I would not.
Spooky's a lesser form of unnerving.
We got static number something or another.
6.
Where's it? Right there. I was like, that's the letter M. Anyway.
Number M.
Static number M here. Again, another series I haven't started. I've been picking up this whole thing, but I just haven't read it yet. I'm behind on things. Leave me alone.
Cover looks cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it to eventually start it.
I like Static Shock.
Now this one. Now we're moving on to the indie stuff. This one was great. We have crossover number 12.
Crossover number M.
Again, first 6 issues are good. 7 through 12 now have been ridiculous, and I think there's only one more issue left. Is it in here somewhere? I don't remember. I don't necessarily want to spoil it in case you haven't read it, but again, they started introducing characters from different series. The one they introduced last time was the biggest one they've done so far, and then it was one of those things. It's like they introduced him. I think it was maybe last panel, There he is. And so definitely he got more time to shine in this one. And you might even be able to guess who it is if you read... does it say it on here? It doesn't say it on here. But this is not the first time this issue, or this series, has had a couple different writers on the same issue. The first... Almost dropped it. First 10 pages of this book are written and as a different writer and a different artist. So if you learn who the writer is, you might be able to figure it out. If you want a little of a hint, that is the hint I will give you, but I won't say who it is right now. Great series. I really enjoy it. I think, like I said, as soon as Zdarsky? Issue 7, and it was fully him. I'm pretty sure, and that was a fantastic issue. Really changed the series, and obviously, like everything that's in here, like. because a lot of times when like other writers are coming on, it can be kind of a bad sign. It's like, oh no, they're not putting their full attention, or like this is very clearly like Cates has a plan and is purposely weaving in these other writers and artists into the story. Like it 100% makes sense what's going on, and it's just gotten so bizarre, and I love it. It's really, really good. Now moving on to Nocterra number 8. I picked up, I think this is the C cover, but it's just a sweet cover. A series that typically has nothing but amazing covers, so it was hard to pick. I was kind of almost leaning towards the B cover, but ultimately went with this one. Again, a great series. They're eventually going to be supposedly doing a show. I want to say it's Netflix, but I can't remember. But I'm super pumped for it.
The show, Marco.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super pumped for it.
For not being 100% accurate.
This issue in particular was also pretty interesting because we learned in the last issue that they need to get a hold of Blacktop Bill because he has some information, and we also learned in the Blacktop Bill special. We already knew how dangerous he was, but we learned even more just how dangerous he is and crazy. And we knew this wouldn't be an easy task, so we get to go into that a little bit. And pretty great issue. I really enjoyed it. Now, this one I didn't read. Chris did. It's number 1, right?
I did,
yeah. Number 1 of 2.
1 of 2, yeah. I got it because it's not like a big commitment or anything. It's just $2.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that it was a part of like the Hellboy universe. Mitch pointed that out to me. I just got it because it has some fun looking art and it had a fun little cover.
Yeah. What'd you think of it? Non-spoiler was.
I thought it was a fun read. I don't entirely know what's going on because apparently it's part of the Hellboy universe or whatever.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I feel like it can exist. What I don't know what's going on about it is small things.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
That's like... It's like in Star Wars. Yeah. You don't ask why lasers are being shot, you know? That's just part of the world.
Okie dokie, moving on. So I think the rest here are stuff I didn't get around to reading. So again, I just did not have time to read everything. But we have Cowboy Bebop number 2 here. Now this is cover 6. So I know there's a lot of covers to this one. Unfortunately, we were missing part of our shipment. I know we were missing Cowboy Bebop and like Adventure Man and something else. And I think Cowboy Bebop was the only thing that affected me. Because I have been grabbing... in the first issue I grabbed, I think, pretty much all the covers. There might have been 1 or 2 that I didn't grab. I plan to probably grab most of these again as well. The blank cover as well. Yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out how many... how many issues is supposed to be in here and how many sketch covers they're going to have, because I would like to get something done with them eventually. I just don't know exactly. I need to figure out what's all supposed to be there. And then so we have the Something's Killing the Children David Mack bundle, which I already opened up. So this is issue number 6, and we have issue number 7. And again, I'm just a big David Mack fan, so had to pick these up. Number 8, number 9, and number 10. All pretty good. I don't know. I think my favorite might be the number 6. I'm not sure. There's some other good ones, like good contenders in here. Like this one. Like it comes pretty close. It might actually win. I don't know. I literally just opened the pack like right before we started filming the video. So I haven't got to absorb them all in yet. I think some of these are pretty close, though. So I haven't quite decided which my favorite one is. But with that being said, that's the end of our stack of comics.
No more.
As always, I always love to hear what you all think, what you all are reading. If you're reading the same stuff, if you disagree or agree or whatever with our opinions. We just want to talk about... I
asked earlier. I forgot what it was.
Did you ask a question?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you just want to talk about some comics... Even if it's stuff that I'm not reading, maybe, people yell at me all the time, you need to be reading this, and I'm like, maybe I'll get you around to it.
If you want how much of a baby Waffles is.
If you want to see Waffles, then join us in our live stream tonight, because I'm pretty sure he'll make an appearance. But as always, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we live stream, have a good time. Nice little community hangout. He's such a baby. But anyway, I think tonight we'll be playing some Raft, which should hopefully go a lot better than our Minecraft session last week. Other little thing I want to whisper in your ear. We actually
practiced this time.
Yes, we did a practice run before we went live this time. But anyway, the other thing is, make sure, if you didn't watch my Monday video, make sure you are following me on Instagram, because I'm letting some teasers of an upcoming mystery bundle, taking pictures on there. So I've put out 2 teasers that you can check out here, but again, there'll be more coming out. So check out Instagram. The mystery bundles will be coming soon. Instagram's also where I'll be, announcing some of the details and all that stuff, and also where they'll be available for purchase. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, just check that out. And
check it out.
Yeah, I think that's all I got for us today, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be everything. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.